Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Dzkan Toys, where I do review and share my thoughts on some of my favorite toy releases. Hope all of you guys are doing well. Today I'm really excited as we have another S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball release. And this is the Captain Ginyu from Dynamic Saga in Dragon Ball Z. So let's check out the box art and get the unboxing started soon. Make sure you guys stay till the end of the video to check out some cool pictures that I'll be taking with today's figure. A little basic background about the character today, which is Captain Ginyu. So Captain Ginyu is from the famous series Dragon Ball Z by Akira Toriyama. And in Dragon Ball Z, we had one of the most famous arc known as the Frieza Saga arc, where our main characters were fighting against the alien threat known as Frieza. Under Frieza, there were many minions, but he had an elite squad of soldiers known as the Ginyu squad. And in that squad, the captain is known as Captain Ginyu. Long-term Dragon Ball fans and anime fans in general probably don't need any introduction on the Dragon Ball Z series. But something interesting I may be able to share with you guys is that Captain Ginyu's name is actually named after a dairy product. So Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, really likes his food products and named many of his characters after food products. So all of the Ginyu forms were actually named after dairy products. And the name Ginyu in Japanese actually means milk. So Captain Ginyu is named after milk. In terms of the bodywork, the aesthetics, and the design, the Captain Ginyu figure did very well in representing his counterpart in the anime and the manga series. So the author of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, is actually known for his easily recognizable and very easy to draw designs, and Captain Ginyu is no different. Simple as it may be, the design of Captain Ginyu is very well represented in the S.H.Figuarts form. When we're looking at the figure, in terms of sculpting, we can tell that the head is very well done. We can see close-up shots of the head with veins popping out and the two signature horns. As we move down from the head sculpt, we can tell that Captain Ginyu is wearing his signature armor from the Frieza army. He is painted in a light purplish shade for the skin color, which represents his skin color in the series. One nice detail that they included in the body sculpting of the armor is the special symbol. The symbol is nicely painted onto the chest plate, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the symbol represents the Ginyu squad. Finally, as we move down in terms of the design of the body, we can see that Captain Ginyu is wearing the signature Sang armor boots. So for Captain Ginyu, these boots are enlarged, of course, due to his body compared to many of the other smaller sized S.H.Figuarts releases. Furthermore, in terms of aesthetics, the Captain Ginyu's paint job overall is decent. I would say it's acceptable as it's very similar to the other S.H.Figuarts releases recently. I have to say the head sculpt is really well done. So the painting there is very nice. All of the details, especially the facial expression. But otherwise, the minor gripes are quality controls for the paint, but they're really minor. So for example, maybe there's paint dots somewhere that they're not supposed to be. I'll show you guys an example here. As you guys can see, there's a brown dot on the white part of the boot. So again, that's probably nothing, as I can just take an alcohol wipe and dab it off. So overall, it's decent. In terms of accessories, Captain Ginyu is actually quite generous. First, we have 4 different types of head sculpt. Now we can see the first one over here is a smiling face with the scouter. The second one, we have a screaming face with the scouter. The third one we have over here is another screaming face, but I guess it's a bit more dramatic. And the final face, the fourth face, we have a normal without the scouter face of Captain Ginyu. This one, he is clenching his teeth. While we're talking about the head sculpt, I just want to mention something that might be useful to you guys when deciding to use which face. Because besides the face that we have in front of us right now, all the 3 other head sculpt must require you to make Captain Ginyu wear the scouter accessory. So what I mean by that is, when we look at this face, if I turn the head here, there's nothing here, but when I swap to any of the other 3 faces, for example, the smiling face, we see that there's an extra piece over here. So this piece is for the scouter to plug in. But when you're not wearing the scouter though, you can still use this face for pictures, maybe in certain angles such as the side face. But if you were to angle it this way, it would look weird because there's an extra piece here protruding out. So that's something to consider while you're using the different face sculpts of Captain Ginyu. Before we move on to the other accessories to show you guys, there's one more thing I want to mention about the head design, which is the head connection. It's not your typical ball joint. So as you guys can see, after I unplugged the head, it's the similar design to one of the other S.H.Figuarts release that we got this year, which is the S.H.Figuarts Jiren. The positives about a design like this is that you can easily swap heads. So very easy to take the head on and off. But if there is a negative about this type of design is that over time, or if you move the figure around, there's a chance that it may become loose. But overall, the friction should hold it in place pretty well, so I'm not really complaining. In terms of hand accessories, the figure is actually quite generous. So we have the 2 closed fists that we see right now, 2 open palms or key blasting palms, 2 slightly gripping palms, so maybe for gripping the Dragon Ball, 2 type of slapping palms, and finally we have 2 pointing hands. In terms of cool little accessories, we have 2 more from this release. One is the Dragon Ball that we see in front of us. So it's much bigger than the typical Dragon Ball size because these are Namekian Dragon Balls, which means they're the Dragon Balls that are found on the planet Namek. For Captain Ginyu, we get the 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball. These big Dragon Balls I actually like more than the smaller Dragon Balls that we got with the other original Dragon Ball character releases. I think one reason is that they're bigger, so they show the detail off much better. Especially if you shine light through them, you can almost tell it's very clear and see through to the other side. Here's a closer look at the Dragon Ball. As we can tell, it's very clear. We almost see a reflection of the Captain Ginyu behind it. So that's very cool. And the last accessory that I want to show off is the swappable chest armor. So here we see a different chest armor, also having the Ginyu Squad logo, but the left side seems to be cracked and broken. So let's try to swap it on the figure. So we see 4 peg holes on the chest. And now we have the new chest armor on to Captain Ginyu. So for those of you who watch the anime or manga, you guys will know that this is from one of the iconic scenes where Captain Ginyu, before using his special ability to swap his body with Goku, he injured himself, I guess like in the chest area. And this way, after he swapped bodies with Goku, when Goku is inside his body, Goku can't really fight because he's injured. Here's a closer look at the details. In terms of articulation, Captain Ginyu uses your typical 2.0 Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts body, except it's enlarged in terms of the product to match his body size, but I assume the articulation should be pretty good, so let's check it out. The head goes front and back, side to side, 360 rotate no problem. We also have the bottom of the neck here. You can also move front and back, side to side. You can have some very good head posing. Like that, I guess. Top and bottom articulation, so that's very well done here. The armors go on the shoulder up and down, and we have the arm rotates 360, no problem. Goes up about this far, and it's actually on a butterfly joint, so you can push it forward to do some cool posing. So some of Ginyu's wacky pose should be able to be done with this butterfly joint over here. Here's a closer detail of what it looks like once you extend it. Okay, so this piece fell off. So while it fell off, I'm gonna show you guys, it's actually a peg here with a hole here. So all you do is plug it in like this. Similar, I guess, on the armors on the waist as well. So they're actually secured by one peg, so it may be easy to fall off when you're playing around with the figure. So be careful with that. In terms of the arm here, we have a rotation at the bicep, 90 degrees, no problem, for the elbow. And of course the wrist rotate 360. We have your typical ab crunch. This is very nice. It goes all the way this far and back all the way, something like that, this far. And then it goes side to side. and rotation. Now in terms of the legs, we have a rotation here, goes forward all the way, backward all the way as well. And then the knee joints goes about this far. And of course the feet, we have a 360 rotation at the ankle and your feet pivot. So yeah, overall is pretty well articulated. Alright, now let's do some size comparisons with some other Figuarts releases from the Dragon Ball line. Scouter Vegeta 2.0, Frieza. So we can tell that Ginyu scales pretty well with Frieza. He's supposed to be a shorter character, and also he's much taller than Vegeta, so that makes sense as well. So that's very nice. Now let's do some other size comparisons with third-party figures. So here we have the Demonical Fit Galdo, which is a third-party release. They actually scale pretty well together. For those of you who are following the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball news releases, we know that eventually we're gonna get official Galdo as well, but it seems like the one that we're gonna get might just be a statue and non-articulated. So that's a bit disappointing. But anyways, it's here. And this one, I'm sure many of you guys want to see, is a Demonical Fit Ginyu compared to the official Ginyu release. So the official Ginyu, in terms of paint job, sculpt work, articulation, everything is much better than the Demonical Fit Ginyu. And the Demonical Fit Ginyu is actually very loose in terms of its joints, so that's pretty bad as well. If you have the official Ginyu, there's no need to get the Demonical Fit. I mean, I like Demonical Fit with their accessories and stuff, but sorry, now that we have the official Ginyu, this one is pretty much trash. So here's more size comparisons to other similar sized figures from the 112 line. We have a Marvel Legends Docked Oct, Mafex Deadpool, Figma Heavily Armed series Ichi. So as we can see, Ginyu is still taller than all of them, so he has a good size to him. Alright, final thoughts on the figure. Captain Ginyu overall is a great release in the S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Z line. Some minor issues I noted with mine is probably the quality control, minor paint bleeding or paint dabbing on other parts of the colors that's not supposed to be there, but those should be able to be cleaned up easily with some alcohol swap, so I'm not complaining too much there. Another annoying thing about the figure is the shoulder pads and waist pads, because they're just connected on one simple peg. It's really easy for them to pop off. When you're posing the figure around, they're bound to pop off, so it can get a little bit annoying. Other than those small minor issues, Captain Ginyu overall is a very good release and I would recommend him. I really like that they included the Dragon Ball accessory, the Namekian Dragon Ball, and the small details of the injured Ginyu's shoulder pads that's broken. They included that as well, so that's very nice. You can tell that they took some extra thoughts in this figure, as they also have a butterfly joint added for articulation. All of that makes his articulation very well, and this is probably due to Ginyu doing a lot of crazy wacky poses in the manga and the show. That part is very nicely done. In the end, if you're a fan of the Dragon Ball Z series, especially the famous Frieza saga, and you like the Ginyu Force or think they're very funny, I would recommend getting this figure, as it's another special body type that we get in the line that's not a Goku or Vegeta. It's a breath of fresh air. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like Captain Ginyu? Do you guys like this release? What else could they have included in this release? Let me know down in the comments. This is the end of the review. Make sure you support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. I really appreciate that. As always, please remember to stay young at heart, and we're out.
Just tell me if I'm